Did you know that some daily habits, seemingly harmless, are silently killing your body over time? Every day, millions of Americans, especially those over 60 years old, unknowingly engage in simple actions within 30 minutes after a meal that can gradually erode their health. These seemingly harmless choices can lead to devastating consequences, such as heart attacks, strokes, and even sudden death. As a practicing physician with over 50 years of experience in elderly health care, I have witnessed firsthand many people suffering from terrible health consequences simply due to these daily habits because they generally appear harmless and are therefore often overlooked or underestimated. I am Dr. Franklin Hayes, and I will accompany you in today's video to share about the hidden dangers of 3 habits you need to avoid after eating to protect the health of yourself and your family. Throughout my career, I have had the privilege of treating thousands of patients, many of whom were healthy individuals over the age of 60. Sadly, I have seen some lose everything because of one wrong choice made right after eating. Just a few weeks ago, nearly 5 elderly individuals passed away because of seemingly harmless habits they did not realize were life-threatening. But don't worry too much, because the good news is that you can control your own future starting today. By watching this entire video, I will show you what to avoid and provide knowledge about 3 simple habits verified by top global health experts that can improve digestion, support cardiovascular health, and even extend your lifespan. I will share top-notch knowledge and real-life stories to show how important these tips are. Like the story of Harold, 68 years old, who nearly lost his life due to severe acid reflux, or the story of Mrs. Sonia, who suffered a stroke after taking a hot shower. The stories you just heard are not isolated cases, but a powerful reminder that just one small decision within 30 minutes after a meal can change the entire course of your health. In this video, I will also share with you 5 simple but extremely effective eating strategies to help prevent unnecessary consequences, support digestion, and bring abundant daily energy. Do not let complacency or ignorance rob you of your precious health. Be patient and watch until the end of the video. Who knows, today's information might just become the key to unlocking a healthier and fuller life for you and your family. Before we begin, if you are interested in health and lifestyle tips like these, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Every like, every share from you is a huge motivation for me to continue spreading positive values to the community. If you find today's video useful, please leave a 1 in the comments. If you think there is room for improvement, do not hesitate to comment 0. Your feedback is always a valuable inspiration for me to improve each day. Now let's embark on the journey of discovering simple habits that can open up a brighter future for your health. 3 habits that silently destroy your health. 1. Absolutely do not lie down immediately after eating. This is a seemingly harmless habit that many people have right after eating. They want to lie down for a bit to relax. However, lying down right after a meal can lead to very serious health consequences, especially for the elderly. When you lie down, gravity, a crucial factor in keeping food and stomach acid in place, no longer works effectively. This allows acid and food to easily reflux into the esophagus, causing gastroesophageal reflux disease. GERD. Over time, reflux can lead to esophagitis, aspiration, pneumonia, and even increase the risk of esophageal cancer. To help you understand better, let's listen to the story of Mr. Harold, 65 years old, who used to have the habit of sleeping right after dinner. He thought that eating well, then resting, was natural for older people. But after months of frequently feeling chest tightness and difficulty breathing at night, Harold was diagnosed by doctors with severe gastroesophageal reflux disease. Not only did it cause insomnia, but the reflux episodes also put him at high risk of developing pneumonia, a dangerous complication that could be life-threatening. Fortunately, after changing his habit, taking at least a 30-minute light walk after meals, Harold significantly improved his digestion, slept better, and regained his vitality. Harold's story is a reminder that just one small action after eating can make a huge difference to your health, especially when you are over 60. According to head of surgery, Elizabeth Monroe, a geriatric digestive health expert at the Johns Hopkins Medical Institute, explained, in older adults, the lower esophageal sphincter, the door that prevents stomach acid from flowing back, weakens over time. Combined with the lying down position, acid easily flows back, damaging the esophagus and even threatening the respiratory system. For older adults, this is not just a minor inconvenience. It is a truly serious risk. It is best to wait 30-60 minutes before lying down. Do not lie down immediately because this small action not only supports smooth digestion, but also reduces the risk of reflux, protects the esophagus, prevents dangerous respiratory complications, and your body will thank you greatly for it. 2. Taking a shower immediately after eating. A seemingly harmless habit, but carries an extremely high risk of stroke. After a meal, many people have the habit of taking a hot shower immediately to relax, especially at night. However, few know that this can be dangerous to health, even leading to strokes or heart attacks. According to global medical experts, after eating blood in the body primarily concentrates in the digestive system to aid in nutrient absorption. If you shower at this time, especially with hot water, the high temperature causes blood vessels to dilate, diverting blood to the skin and muscles, reducing blood flow to the heart and brain. This can cause ischemia, leading to dizziness, fainting, or more seriously, stroke. The story of Mrs. Sonia, 70 years old, is a notable example. She had the habit of taking a hot bath immediately after dinner to sleep better. One night after soaking in the tub, she stepped out and suddenly felt dizzy, with numb and weak limbs, unable to stand steadily. Fortunately, her husband noticed in time and took her to the hospital. The diagnosis showed she had a transient ischemic attack, TIA, an early warning sign of a stroke. Doctors explained that the habit of showering immediately after eating caused her blood pressure to drop suddenly, leading to this dangerous situation. The mechanism of impact becomes clearer when analyzed from a medical perspective that I want to share. This is an issue of digestion and blood circulation. After eating, the stomach needs more blood to contract and digest food. Taking a hot shower increases blood flow to the skin, stealing blood from the digestive system and brain. Also causes sudden changes in blood pressure. High water temperature dilates blood vessels, drops blood pressure, suddenly easily causing dizziness or fainting. This is especially more likely in the elderly, as blood vessels are less elastic and blood pressure is unstable, making them more vulnerable. Not only hot water, but cold water, showers after meals are also dangerous because they cause sudden vessel constriction, increasing heart pressure. I believe that after eating, you should wait at least 30 minutes before taking a shower. A crucial point that impacts life, especially if you have a history of heart disease or high blood pressure. This must be strictly followed. Changing this small habit can help prevent serious health risks. Give your body time to digest before relaxing. If you are someone who often has this habit, please leave a yes comment to join us in starting better habits for your health. 3. High-intensity exercise immediately after eating. A life-risking gamble. Many people, especially older adults, think that vigorous activity right after eating such as fast walking, stair climbing, weightlifting will help burn fat or aid digestion. However, this is a dangerously mistaken belief. While moderate physical activity is very important for health, intense exercise right after eating puts a great strain on the heart and body, potentially leading to heart attacks, strokes, or fainting. According to the American Heart Association, after eating, 20–30% of blood flow is directed to the digestive system to process food. If you engage in high-intensity exercise at this time, the body is forced to share blood between muscles and the stomach, making the heart work overload. Those with coronary artery disease, high blood pressure, or diabetes are even more prone to dangerous complications. Listen to the story of patient John, 63 years old. A very active person, John believed that brisk walking or hill climbing after meals would help burn calories and improve digestion. But one day, after climbing stairs to his apartment after a large meal disaster struck, when he reached the 4th floor, he suddenly felt intense chest pain and collapsed on the stairs. Paramedics were called urgently, and John was taken to the hospital, where doctors found he had suffered a heart attack, and 30% of his heart muscle was permanently damaged. John's treating cardiologist explained, "After eating, the heart already has to work harder to maintain blood flow to the stomach and digestive organs. If you perform vigorous activities like running, climbing stairs, or lifting heavy objects, you are demanding the heart to work double. This significantly increases the risk of stroke or heart attack, especially for people with underlying conditions such as high blood pressure, heart disease, or diabetes." From these stories and shared information above, it's best to wait at least 60 minutes after eating before engaging in intense physical activities. Or you can try gentle activities like slow walking or stretching, which are safer and still beneficial. If you have any questions about elderly cardiovascular health, please leave a comment below for detailed answers. Don't rush to skip this, because next, I will guide you through the golden habits that will positively and clearly change your health habits. You should practice after meals to live healthier and extend your lifespan. We can understand that the 30 minutes immediately after a meal is an extremely important time for health. This is when the body begins to digest food, absorb nutrients, and regulate blood circulation. However, many people make common mistakes during this time, leading to issues such as bloating, acid reflux, and even the risk of stroke or heart attack. Instead of being careless, we can take advantage of the 30 minutes after eating to perform simple but effective habits that help improve digestion, stabilize blood sugar, and protect heart health. Below are habits recommended by medical experts, especially suitable for middle-aged and elderly individuals. Develop the habit of sitting upright with correct posture. A study from Harvard Medical School pointed out that sitting upright helps reduce pressure on the lower esophageal sphincter, preventing stomach acid from refluxing into the esophagus. For the elderly, this habit is even more crucial as the digestive system has declined over time. The second good habit: sip warm drinks after 10 to 15 minutes. After eating, wait about 10 to 15 minutes before drinking warm tea or warm water. Warm beverages help soothe the stomach, stimulate digestion, and prevent bloating. Ginger tea, chamomile tea, or barley tea are ideal choices because they have anti-inflammatory effects and support intestinal motility. Conversely, avoid drinking cold water or carbonated drinks right after eating. The low temperature can constrict blood vessels in the stomach, slowing digestion and causing discomfort. The third important but rarely practiced habit: light conversation with loved ones. Instead of watching TV or scrolling on your phone, spend 15 to 20 minutes engaging in cheerful conversation with family after a meal. This activity helps reduce stress, stimulates the parasympathetic nervous system, which plays an important role in promoting digestion. According to international studies, people who often chat after meals have a 30% lower rate of gastroesophageal reflux disease compared to those who stay silent or work immediately after eating. The fourth habit, gentle walking after 30 minutes. Intense exercise immediately after eating is dangerously deadly, but slow and gentle walking after 30 minutes offers many benefits. Light activity helps regulate intestinal function, supports the metabolism of food, and stabilizes blood sugar levels. A study published in the International Journal of Diabetes showed that walking for 15 minutes after dinner helps reduce blood sugar by 20% compared to sitting still. For people with type 2 diabetes, this is a simple but extremely effective method. If you are still watching this video, please comment "Useful," so I know you are still following along, because what comes next will completely change your mindset about health and your daily eating habits. The fifth habit is the key to health and longevity. Eating properly and scientifically, many people mistakenly think that eating a lot will make them healthier. However, scientific studies have proven that the quality and method of eating are the decisive factors for health and longevity, especially for middle-aged and elderly people. According to a report by the World Health Organization, improper eating habits are the direct or indirect cause of 70% of chronic diseases in older adults. So how to eat properly and scientifically? I will share with you right now. 1. Do not overeat. Stop at 80% full. As we age, the body's natural metabolism slows and digestion becomes less efficient. One of the biggest mistakes I see in patients is continuing to eat as much as they did when they were younger. This creates unnecessary stress on the stomach, leading to bloating, drowsiness, acid reflux, and even high blood pressure. Take the case of patient Ethan, 70 years old. He always believed that the more he ate, the healthier he would be. But just last week, after a large meal, he experienced severe chest pain and was rushed to the emergency room. Doctors found his stomach had expanded so much that it pressed against his heart, causing severe discomfort. The doctor's advice was very clear. If you feel bloated or sleepy after a meal, it's your body signaling that you have eaten too much. Stop eating before you feel full. Eat until you feel satisfied, not until your stomach is stretched. This small change has helped David better manage his health and prevent future problems. Portion control, using the hand method. Diabetes. Care has shown that people who apply this method have a 40% lower obesity rate than those who eat intuitively. Simple guidelines for hand measuring portions. 1 portion of carbohydrates, rice bread the size of a fist. Protein, meat, fish the size of the palm. Fat the size of the tip of the thumb. Vegetables at least 2 cupped hands. More importantly, cultivating the habit of chewing thoroughly not only improves digestion, but also helps you feel full and satisfied without overeating. 3. Prioritize whole foods. A diet rich in green vegetables and fruits is essential for maintaining gut health. These foods are rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals that support digestion and overall health. Instead of choosing refined carbohydrates like white rice or white bread, prioritize whole grains like brown rice, oats, or quinoa. These complex carbohydrates help stabilize blood sugar levels, increase satiety, and support weight control. Anna, my 61-year-old patient, had long struggled with bloating and constipation. After a simple change, switching from white rice to brown rice and eating more fruits and vegetables, she noticed a significant improvement. Now Anna feels lighter, and her digestion is much smoother. 4. Choose smart drinks after meals. According to traditional medicine, the following teas are particularly good for digestion. Warm ginger tea. 2 slices of fresh ginger plus 200 milliliter hot water helps warm the spleen and stomach, reduces bloating. Chamomile tea. 5 dried chamomile flowers. Soothes nerves, reduces reflux. warm grapefruit juice, provides natural digestive enzymes. I want to share with you about Mr. Liam, now 68 years old, a beloved patient of mine. He often complained, "Doctor, every time I eat, my stomach feels heavy, bloated, and very uncomfortable." He had tried many methods, changing his diet, taking digestive enzymes and limiting spices, but the situation hardly improved. I advised him to drink a cup of warm ginger tea after meals. It sounded simple, but the results surprised him. After just a few weeks, when Liam returned for a checkup, his face was noticeably brighter, thanks to the effectiveness of warm ginger tea. It not only helped reduce bloating, but also warmed the stomach and relieved joint pain, particularly effective for arthritis. Additionally, research in Japan has proven that drinking 100 ml of warm water after a meal increases nutrient absorption efficiency by 30% compared to cold water. Do you usually drink warm water or hot tea after meals? Please comment yes if you do or no if you don't. Take medication at the right time. If you are taking medications for conditions such as high blood pressure, diabetes, or heart disease, taking your medication at the correct time is crucial. Some medications should be taken before meals, while others should be taken about 30 minutes after meals. Tricia, my 80-year-old patient, made the mistake of taking her blood pressure medication immediately after a meal. Unfortunately, it caused her blood pressure to drop too quickly, leading to fainting and a hip fracture. The issue occurred because blood flow is concentrated in the digestive system after meals, reducing blood supply to other parts like the heart and brain. This shows that following your doctor's instructions about medication timing is extremely important to avoid serious health risks. Seasonal and environmental precautions. When thinking about healthcare, we often focus on food and nutrition, but in reality, how you protect your body after meals must also adapt flexibly to the seasons and living environment. In over 50 years of experience, I have witnessed many older people being hospitalized because of small things like sitting in drafty areas, showering right after eating, or living alone without supervision after meals. These seemingly simple things can sometimes cause unpredictable consequences, especially for the elderly. Summer, beware of cold shock. On hot summer days, many people have the habit of sitting directly in front of strong fans or air conditioning right after meals, or drinking ice-cold water to cool down. However, this is extremely dangerous, especially for the elderly. For example, Mr. Tam, 69 years old, used to sit right in front of a strong fan after dinner. One evening, immediately after eating, he suffered severe abdominal pain, diarrhea, and a drop in blood pressure requiring emergency care. Doctors explained simultaneous digestion and cold shock seriously disrupted his circulation and digestion. Advice: avoid letting the wind blow directly on you after meals. Ensure gentle air circulation and stable room temperature. Prioritize drinking light warm beverages like brown rice tea or ginger tea to support digestion. Winter, avoid going outside immediately after meals. During freezing winter days, many people go out right after eating to work or for light activity. However, sudden temperature changes after meals can cause abnormal blood pressure spikes, dizziness, and increase the risk of collapsing. I remember Ms. Diana, 65 years old, who went outside in the cold just 10 minutes after a meal and fainted right on the sidewalk. Advice: after eating, stay indoors for at least 30 minutes to allow the body to adjust and stay warm. Drink additional warm teas like cinnamon tea or ginger tea to support circulation. If you must go outside, dress warmly and move slowly. Caution at parties or dining out. Occasions like weddings, birthdays, or family gatherings often cause us to eat heavier foods than usual. While enjoyable, if not careful, you could encounter digestive problems. Advice: After a heavy meal, avoid lying down immediately. Take a gentle walk for about 10 to 15 minutes to aid digestion. Don't forget to bring digestive aids if you have a medical history. For those living alone, prepare for emergencies. Older people living alone after meals have a high risk of dizziness, chest pain, or breathing difficulties. In many cases, the lack of timely support leads to serious consequences. Mr. William, 75 years old, once experienced a sudden blood pressure drop after dinner while alone, but was fortunately saved thanks to his habit of texting his son after every meal. Advice: get in the habit of calling or texting family members 10-15 minutes after meals. Always keep your phone nearby and ensure it's fully charged. If possible, install emergency alert devices at home as a precaution. I hope today's sharing will help you build simple but extremely effective habits to protect your health after every meal and eliminate habits that silently harm your body. From taking medication on time, avoiding sudden temperature changes to gentle post-meal exercise. All are small secrets that can make a big difference in your daily life. What did you learn today? Please comment and share one habit you will start applying after meals to improve your health. If you found this video helpful, please like, comment, and share it with your friends or loved ones. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Elderly Wisdom TV, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss more tips for a healthier, happier life. Thank you for accompanying me, and see you in the next videos. Wishing you strong health, always bright and positive, with wonderful things ahead.